This is big breaking news that is just coming in. Employees of a Noida company, and this is a private company, has tested positive for coronavirus. There is one person who has tested positive for coronavirus. With the result, there are some 700 people who have had to be quarantined. These are employees of that company who have worked with this person who had a travel history to Italy and Germany. 700 of them have been home quarantined. We are being told that the employee who tested positive had come back and joined work in the Noida office. He's a resident of Delhi, and therefore the 700 people who are working in that office, all of them have been asked to now stay at home to self-quarantine. Let's listen into the Chief Medical Officer of Gautam Budh Nagar, who's giving us more details.
एक साहब यहाँ से विदेश में सरकारी दौरे पे अपने गए, अपने ऑफिस के दौरे पे गए, और उसके बाद वो इटली भी गए, इटली से स्विट्ज़रलैंड गए और स्विट्ज़रलैंड से इंडिया आ गए। इंडिया आने के बाद उन्होंने अपनी नौकरी यहाँ पे, जहाँ दिल्ली में रहते हैं वो, और यहाँ पे नोएडा में एक फैक्ट्री में काम करते हैं, तो उसमें आने लगे। बाद में उन्हें ऐसा लगा कि कमज़ोरी होती जा रही है और शरीर कमज़ोर हो गया है, तो उन्होंने डॉक्टरों को दिखाया, तो डॉक्टरों ने उनका कोरोना टेस्ट कराया है कोरोना वायरस के लिए, और वो पॉजिटिव निकल गए। अब क्योंकि वो कंपनी में आते रहे कई दिन, तो पूरी कंपनी को जो है उसमें करीब 707 एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं, उनको सर्विलेंस पे रख दिया गया है, और जो लोग उस कंपनी में गए हैं उनको भी उस पर सर्विलेंस पे रख दिया गया है। उनकी फैमिली मेम्बर और बच्चों को भी सर्विलेंस पे रख दिया गया है।
Let me go straight across to Bhupen Chaubey, who is joining us on the story. Bhupen, the UP government's meeting has just about ended. The UP government is saying that there is no need to panic. There's a press briefing at 1:30. The Chief Minister will brief the press. But the fact is that when something like this happens, when 700 people are asked to stay at home and home quarantine themselves, there is reason to panic, right?
Without doubt, there is reason to panic. People are panicking across the country, not just in the national capital. So when it comes so near you, and when you start suddenly looking at the possibility of your immediate ecosystem being impacted, you're bound to panic, and that's a natural human reaction. But the good thing is that the Noida administration, and let's point out to our viewers who are not aware that this broadcast is also happening from Noida only, the Noida administration has been quick to get its act together. The moment this word came out that there was an employee of a private firm who had been tested positive with COVID-19, I immediately rang up the top officials in the Noida administration. I spoke to officials both here in Noida as well as in Lucknow, and the swiftness which has been displayed by the authorities is something which is rather commendable. At 1:30, when the UP Chief Minister speaks, again many would say that maybe he should have addressed this maybe a few days earlier. Of the amount of time which has been spent over the last few days trying to figure out who should be in Rajya Sabha.
Bhupen, can I interrupt you for a minute? Just give me a moment, because Anurag Bhargav, the CMO of Noida, is joining us. Bhargav साहब, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद। पहले तो थोड़ी डिटेल्स दे दीजिए। खबर आ रही है और एक खबर आप ही ने कंफर्म की है कि 700 लोग हैं एक कंपनी के जिनको क्वारंटीन किया जा चुका है। कुछ आप डिटेल्स हमको और दे सकते हैं क्या? Anurag Bhargav, आपको मेरी आवाज? All right. I think we have lost our line to Anurag Bhargav, the CMO of Gautam Budh Nagar. We'll try and go across to him. Bhupen, please complete your point.
No, I was just saying, and in fact, I myself had spoken to Mr. Bhargav as well, who we were trying to connect. Now, what we've been told is that there is this employee who actually is a resident of Delhi. He's not a resident of Noida, but he is a worker in a private firm in Noida. And this employee has had a history of travel to France and Italy, and he had been traveling between Delhi and this company for the last 1 week. Now, it appears that there was a delay of a couple of days on part of the company concerned to declare that this was an individual who was showing these signs. But the moment it was discovered that he had these symptoms, immediately the administration got into the picture. The private company concerned got its act together, and now all these employees have been home quarantined. I must point out, Shreya, that the best thing for anyone to do, if any corporate company, any setup across Noida or across the NCR region is watching this broadcast, please don't suppress any information which is related to the outbreak of this virus. The worst service that we can do, the biggest disservice that we can do, is whether it's you, Shreya, or me, and God forbid, nothing happens to you, nothing happens to me. But if indeed we end up showing some signs, we should not suppress it. We should consult immediately a doctor and ensure that the authorities are in the loop.
You know, that is the problem. Many of us want to be martyrs, Bhupen. You're sick, you have the flu, you have fever, you're coughing, and yet you show up at work. That is something that in this situation needs to be avoided completely, because this is completely uncharted territory. These are unprecedented times that we are living in.
Absolutely. These are unprecedented times, and you bang on, Shreya, that this is an uncharted territory. And I again say this with a great deal of responsibility. I've been arguing for a complete virtual lockdown of the National Capital Region on Viewpoint of the last 2 days. And I think the way this story is now developing, I think we need to do that. I think there is no other way to beat this problem other than all of us taking, well, if it comes to that, a financial hit. Whether it's we as a broadcaster or it's some other company which is into manufacturing or any other business, if there is an employee who's showing signs, there is nothing else that you can do other than go in for an absolute, not partial, an absolute lockdown. Let there be no bias, let there be no discrimination on an income basis or an economic strata or in terms of hierarchies. A coronavirus is not making any distinction, Shreya, and that's the sheer irony of it. In Parliament, I must say, I'm absolutely appalled. I'm aghast that in Parliament, MPs are moving on with their life as if this is just an ordinary day at work. And just look at how quickly panic sets in. I'm getting calls from all across today in Noida. I myself have been in touch with top authorities. They are seeking information from me. I'm seeking information from them. Do you not expect your political representatives to be showing some empathy? But what are we talking about? We're talking about a private plane which is supposed to land in Bhopal, which is carrying some MLAs. That's the sheer disconnect today which I think exists between citizens who are really struggling, really panicking, and political representatives who've been elected by these very citizens.
All right, Bhupen, thank you very much. We'll leave it there. More than 700 people who work in a company in Greater Noida, in Noida, have been asked to self-quarantine themselves at their homes after an employee who worked in the same office was found positive of coronavirus. He had a travel history of Italy, as we just told you. Moving on, there's a 76-year-old man from Kalaburgi who has been confirmed as the first Indian to die because of the coronavirus. The victim had a travel history to Saudi Arabia. Karnataka's health minister reported the matter last night. It was then confirmed by the centre. The victim had returned to India on February 29th after a month-long stay in Saudi Arabia and had been screened on arrival at the Hyderabad airport. He had displayed no symptoms at that time. Schools, colleges have been shut down in various parts of the country, including Kalaburgi, Delhi, Kerala, Jammu, Ladakh, and now Odisha. The total number of positive cases in the country have gone up to 75, where one person has died. 4 people have recovered.
पहले वो सऊदी अरबिया में काम करता था। सऊदी अरबिया से वो हैदराबाद लैंड हो गया। हैदराबाद से वो गुलबर्गा चले गए। गुलबर्गा से वो ट्रीटमेंट चलता था, आइसोलेटेड वार्ड में हम रख को ट्रीटमेंट करते थे। बाद में कोई सलाह दे वो हैदराबाद जाकर ट्रीटमेंट लेना का, तो वो चला गया विदाउट एनी इंटीमेशन, वो चला गया। चला जाने के बाद उधर क्या हो गया, हमारे को वो डेथ हो गया। डेथ होने के बाद सारे लोग पूछे श्रीराम ने ये काज ऑफ डेथ क्या है, हमारे क्यों विदाउट एनी रिपोर्ट वी कैन नॉट टेल द काज ऑफ डेथ। कोरोना वायरस से डेथ हो गया। डेथ होने के बाद हम अभी मॉनिटर कर रहे कितना लोग हमारे फैमिली लोग थे, फैमिली के लोग के साथ हमारा गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल कितने लोग थे, उसको बॉडी लाने के टाइम में ड्राइवर भी था, हेल्पर भी था। बाद में वो हॉस्पिटल में भर्ती होने के टाइम पे वो नर्स और डॉक्टर सभी लोग को ऑलरेडी हम ट्रीटमेंट भी शुरू कर दिया। नो 9th ओनली हैपेंड इन डेथ।
इस वक्त सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग सबसे बड़ा सॉल्यूशन है इसका। हमने सभी डीएम्स और एसडीएम्स को कहा है कि हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट्स की ओर से जितने ऑर्डर्स आ रहे हैं कोरोना वायरस को लेकर एपिडेमिक एक्ट के तहत, इन सब का स्ट्रिक्ट फॉलो कराएं, पूरे अपने अपने क्षेत्र में नज़र रखें। इसके वायलेशन में कोई एक्टिविटी हो रही हो तो उस पर तुरंत एक्शन लें। ये सब डीएम्स को ऑर्डर दिए गए हैं।
Let us go straight across to our reporters who are tracking the big story today. Sneha Mordani is joining us live. So is Pranshu Mishra from Lucknow, and Rishika is joining us live from Hyderabad. Sneha Mordani, I'm coming to you first. You know, as we began this broadcast, we put out news that there is one company where 700 employees have been asked to self-quarantine themselves at home because there was one employee who had just come back from Italy who has been found to be positive of the coronavirus. A quick question to you here. There is a lot of talk and interest about whether a vaccine has been developed? Because there was a Jaipur doctor yesterday who was claiming that he had treated an Italian woman successfully with a cocktail of drugs also used in HIV. You've been speaking to people across the medical fraternity through the day today. What are they telling you? How close or far are we from a cure?
You know, Shreya, as far as the vaccine is concerned, let me tell you, vaccine, of course, as we all know, is something that we use for prevention. Technically, a vaccine takes up to 6 to 7 years to be market ready. You know, in this case, even if you expedite all the work that needs to be done towards making a vaccine market ready, it's going to take at least up to 2 years, is what I'm being told, and this by everyone who is working in this direction. Dr. Poonam Khetrapal Singh, she is the regional director of the World Health Organization, just spoke with me a while ago, and she said that 20 vaccines are in fact in the trial list, really. So that's the question, that's the answer on as far as the vaccines are concerned. Now, talking about the cure, let me tell you that the line of treatment that was adopted by the doctors at SMS Hospital in Jaipur, a combination drug that was used, basically this is a drug that is used to treat swine flu, HIV and AIDS. This was the combination drug that was used. It's an acceptable line of treatment. The DCGI has given orders to use this treatment in India as well if required. And this was done in the case of the Italian couple in Jaipur who are recuperating. They've shown signs of progress. At least the wife of the Italian national is. Is this the way forward? Can this be used? Yes. But is this a definitive cure? No. I'll tell you why. Because this has been effective in some patients, not been effective in many patients.
Okay.
Worldwide, Thailand has used this line of treatment. China has used this line of treatment. So I hope that answers your questions on the cure also. The WHO essentially says just yet nothing conclusive to show that there is a cure to this.
Sneha, just stay on with